Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I shall we see what's going on a lovely island of Fawnhallow today, or tonight I suppose, because this is quite a late episode of Animal Crossing. Not intentionally, it was just, ended up being a little bit busier than expected, and then things got pushed back, and I did actually record some Death Store earlier today, and then I got interrupted quite a few times. So I was just like, okay, I'll record Animal Crossing later, and then it turns out it's a lot later, so here we are at like 9:30 recording rather than the usual time slot around 4 to 6ish. But that's okay, because I have a very, very exciting, well, it's not really exciting news per se, but I suppose it's something, but we'll talk about that in a second. Good evening there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 9:31 PM on Friday, March 4th, 2022. Oh, so this must be Gulliver, or Gulliver has passed out with Beach. He's probably been there the entire day, so poor soul. We'll help him if we feel like it, but no, the more important thing is, I said ages ago I ordered some NFC tags to be able to, Nintendo, don't listen, spoof some amiibo cards, because amiibo cards that I wanted to collect are basically, normally they're like £3.50 or something a pack. For some reason now they're like £7, £8, so they are insanely expensive. I'm just trying to figure out how to grab a present. There we go. And it's something I'm just like, okay, I'm not willing to spend quite that much for an amiibo card for a chance of it, because the only amiibo card I want currently is Fauna. I do want to collect them all eventually, but maybe I'll wait until the prices are perhaps a little bit more affordable than what they are currently. So, let us go to Nooks first. No, not Nooks. I think we'll do Halves Island, Captain's Island first, and then we'll try and invite Fauna to our campsite. I do know that these amiibo characters you have to invite 3 times around before they fully decide to move in. So we're going to invite her twice over the next few days or whatever. Probably today and Monday, I'd assume. And then on, we'll save a third one for whenever we can try and get Pecan's photo. But if it comes up to near the anniversary time for Animal Crossing and Pecan still hasn't given us a photo, we're just going to move her out and invite Fauna instead. It's probably what's going to happen. I guess it would be like T-3 days from the actual third year anniversary that would be celebrating. Second year anniversary, I suppose, we'll be celebrating for Animal Crossing series. So I already got that all set up. You can find, if you want to know how to do it yourself, you can find tutorials online. I'm not going to do it because technically you should not do this sort of thing. And for public record, I suppose if Nintendo's listening, everything I'm saying is a joke, and I definitely didn't do this. And I definitely legitimately got a Fauna amiibo card. But yes, I'm sure you're all very resourceful. You can find your own resources on that sort of thing. So I've got my Fauna amiibo card here. I put it in a little origami little pocket thing, because they are quite small. They're only about an inch in diameter. So I was like, I want to keep them like labeled and separate. I don't really want to write on them. And I've seen some people made their own sort of like custom designs for the cards, which I thought was super cute. But I'm not going to do that yet, I suppose. I basically don't want to, because I'm just like, apparently we have nothing to put away. I don't really want to, because I'm just like, I kind of want the official amiibo cards, so to say. So it's only a temporary thing. You had to buy them in packs of 10, and I figure it's better to buy them in packs of 10 anyway, because as it turns out, these are write only, which I didn't realise. These stickers are write only. The cards might be read write, and I can't really recall. So if I only bought one and I messed it up somehow, then I would be kind of, out of luck, and I'd have to buy another one. So I've got a little pack of 10 here. You can hit them. And then a little clicky clacky package. I'm not going to use the others probably. I sort of just keep them around. Maybe if my friends want some. That can happen, because it's relatively easy to do, and these origami sort of like pockets I made of them, it's literally just basically like a 1.5 by 1.5 square that I just made for it. If you want to make it yourself, you can make an origami square, and I'm curious to test out, see if these actually work out properly or not. And honestly, I have no clue what to expect. It definitely has something on it, is what I'll say. Yeah, I mean, I was going to be more coy about it, but it doesn't even matter, because it's like, I mean, technically now I'm just talking about writing near-field communication tokens, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. It definitely has something on it. I don't know if it's a correct thing, per se. I don't know if I did it correctly, because the guides I followed were a little bit older compared to the ones which... Not the ones which I'm used to, but like the current software and that sort of thing. But I think it should work, and I guess we'll just do it now. We'll save Captain's Island for afterwards. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool when you invite people over to the campsite, because you can end up playing like little mini games with them. They'll like shuffle cards or that sort of thing, and you basically have to guess what the suit or the colour of a card. I forget really. I think it's either or. And then if you win enough times, you can ask them to move in or that sort of thing. Or maybe you have to win for them to move in. Which is, of course, what we did with Pecan, but, you know, I don't think I properly recorded that sort of thing. So we're going to hopefully invite Fauna now, and we're going to invite an amiibo camper to the campsite. It's quite late, Fauna, so I apologise for having to do it right now, but hold it up to the NFC touch point. That's Fauna's amiibo. Would you like to invite her to the campsite? Yes, I would. And if Fauna appears here, we've done this correctly. Otherwise, a nude Bob would end up appearing here. Fauna! Yes, this is Fauna. What do you need, dearie? You're asking me to come and stay at your campsite. How could I say no? I never get invited to this school. I'm on my way now, dearie. So Fauna, of course, the most darling of all dears, who is probably sort of like, not the antithesis, the epitome of Dear Darling, I suppose, the channel themselves, and the fact that we've literally never even seen her. Actually, we know we did see her once on a Happy Home Paradise customization thing. She was sitting there on the beach, but then for some reason Boris walked in, and we were forced to do Boris's customization, so we couldn't actually do her customization. But now we've actually invited Fauna, so despite all the island jumping I've done, this is the first time we're going to properly meet her. Isn't that very exciting? And with a little jump cut here, definitely no jump cut here, we're actually going to probably meet Fauna this time. So it's kind of exciting to actually be able to see her, because I've not actually seen her in literally any previous Animal Crossing game. So the fact that she's actually here, hello Fauna, nice to meet you. I'm so glad you invited me here. I jumped on the first flight I could to get to this island, dearie. How did you get here so quickly, especially at this hour? It'd be great to take home a cutting board. Anyway, just an idea I had. I can do that for you, I suppose. Oh wow, you'd do that for me? I hate to push my luck here, but I am leaving the island in the morning. Sorry to put a time limit on a generous offer like this. Okay, you want a cutting board? Sure. Okay, I guess if you invite villagers, they end up a suspicious sort of eye look to the side. Some people say it's haunting. I think it's very cute. I guess if you invite amiibo villagers, they, instead of asking to play games with you, you had to make stuff of them, which I guess makes sense. You know, this is a customization focused game. We have no wood in our inventory. I don't think we have a cutting board, but cutting board is very, very easy to make if I record. It's just only a couple of wood from the top of my head. But yeah, Fauna's adorable. I've always wanted her on one of my islands. Literally never found her on any of my previous iterations of Animal Crossing. So even though we had to resort to getting amiibo to get her rather than encountering her naturally, I think, you know, it still counts. I don't really remember what type of wood we need for a cutting board. I assume it's normal wood, but let's not take any risks here and accidentally not have enough items, I suppose, to make it. So let's craft a cutting board for her. It's a bit of a strange souvenir, I'll certainly say. Frozen floor tiles and gear apparatus. It certainly is a bit of a strange. What? Oh, we need an iron nugget. What the heck? It certainly is a little bit of a strange souvenir to take home. Actually, is it that strange? I was going to say it's quite a strange souvenir to take home from like a holiday, but I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world. I've certainly seen. I mean, I've never seen anyone actually buy them, but I've seen decorative like cutting boards of that sort of ilk, I suppose, in souvenir shops from like holidays and that sort of thing. I can't imagine they're particularly popular. I'd imagine a lot of people sort of just buy one cutting board and that's kind of like it. It's not normally the sort of time where you go on holiday and you're just like, oh, you know, I need a cutting board. Guess I'll pick it up for my holiday in I don't know, the Caribbean or something. Seems us to be a little bit strange. It is also a clear night, so it's entirely possible that we'll end up having some shooting stars tonight. We should definitely look to see if Celeste is here. Apparently one of the easiest ways you can do it is actually by doing the morning, not morning exercises, radio exercises, and then she'll be exercising along with me, probably instead of a guest. I don't know if Gulliver exercises actually along, but sorry, let me have a sip of water. Done a lot of speaking today. Well, not really that much. I just did Death's Door, and honestly, I did not do much speaking in Death's Door video. It just was a little bit annoying because the video was very stop-start. You'll see it if you watch the Death's Door series, and it's episode 20. Oh, could it be? Did you make me a cutting board? I don't know why I'm giving Fauna such an airy, breathy voice, but I'm trying to sort of differentiate the normal villagers we've had. I love the idea of bringing home a cutting board made here. You're the best. I'm so excited. As thanks, I want you to have a groovy tunic. I wonder what else she will give to us. She'll say if we keep talking to her. I can't take any more home now, but I do want to collect more Fawnhollow souvenirs. I'll be leaving tomorrow, but I feel like I'm falling in love with this place and the folks that live here. In case you ever feel the urge to invite me to the camp here again, this is me encouraging you. We'll certainly do that, Fauna. I'm planning to use this downtime to read some of my book backlog. So nice to have a break from the usual chores like this, dearie. I mean, you still have to, go back and do your chores, I suppose, but you do you. The silence community and scenery are both great. I just love it here. I really hope someday I can live on an island this nice, dearie. Oh. Oh! What? Want to live here? That's so sweet of you to invite me, but I'm just not sure I'm ready to make a big move like that just yet. Oh, okay, so she doesn't commit to a move until you invite her three times, I believe, in total. Another visit might convince me if someone were to invite me back. I get what you're picking up. I get what you're putting down for. I mean, I pick up what you're putting down. I promise to always treasure my new cutting board, dearie. Well, that's adorable. So, there she is. Hopefully she'll be ready to be invited, I suppose, at some point. Maybe we'll say, maybe we'll do our goodbye, I suppose, next to Fauna or something, rather than in front of a town hall, or not, I don't know. Maybe we'll pay her a visit, I suppose, just before we end of today's episode. So there we go. It is my eventual plan to invite in Fauna. I don't know who's still checking into these Animal Crossing episodes, but if you've been watching and you've been like, how does dear darling not have the most darling of all dears, which is Fauna? Here's your answer. Literally never seen her. And she's... If there was any villager, apart from Lily, I suppose Lily would probably take priority over Fauna if I had to choose between the two. But she would be like the second on my list to actually invite to this island. But we are going to instead donate a proper painting to Blathers now, because if you didn't know, we got what's it called, a bar of folies. You can cross it off the dear darling notepad, the Animal Crossing notepad, the infamous Animal Crossing notepad, which says exactly what things we have left to collect. Why do I have no space in my drive? How big was this Death Door video? I rendered it. 6 gigabytes. Why is it so big? I don't know. Whatever, that's not really an important thing. Okay, I opened up the notepad, and we are going to, let's see, so we are only missing 4 things now, and that is the Mystic Statue, Motherly Statue, Informative Statue, and Wild Painting left off, aka Bust of Nefertiti, Capitoline Wolf, Rosetta Stone, and the Wind God. So it's actually crazy how close we are now, just 4 things away, and we've seen so many fake ones of each of these. These are all ones which have fake versions, and we've only seen fake versions. So we go, a bar of folies, right here, proper painting. A bar of folies, Berger, Edouard Manet, Sucker, 1882, oil on canvas. Close inspection of a mirror behind this painting subject reveals many mysteries and powder. I'm not going to read this now. I think what we're going to do is, when we actually finally complete this museum, whatever day that will be, on the day that it's actually put into a museum and we get it, we are going to go through and read every single one of those exhibits. It's been far overdue, but that's just what happens when you try and sort of naturally make these things. I have such a big space, I suppose, for some reason. It was a notepad. When's the last time I updated this notepad? I'm trying to look at it. It's got a up to date game, so that's completely fine. We'll have some coffee. Thanks, Blathers. And you're not Blathers, you're Brewster. Close out that thing. So yeah, it didn't honestly take that long to make these click click click. It's a really satisfying noise, isn't it? These NFC sort of sticker things. They're very simple to use. If you have an Android phone and a reasonably modern phone, you obviously can't do it with a brick phone. You can't do it with probably any of them before 2010, I would guess. I don't really know when NFC technology really became a thing, but yeah, if you had someone bought in the last 5 years, you'll probably be okay. Near-field communications technology and that sort of thing, and you can create your own stickers with whatever content you might want. For example, if you also wanted to invite one to your campsite, there you go. There's a way that you can do that. What I'll say is, what was I going to say? I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I remember ages ago, my first introduction to near-field communications technology was it was on a school trip or something I had with this. I'm not going to call him a friend because we weren't really that close friends. It was more like an acquaintance or something. Like, when you're at school time and you kind of basically, not everybody in your school year, but of everyone in your, or most people in your school year, that sort of thing. And you have conversations here and there. This guy, he was really into technology and really into phones and that sort of thing. And we were just talking, and I don't know, I was probably let's add each other and each other's numbers or something, that sort of thing, or contact details. And he was like, oh yeah, okay, why don't we do it using NFC? And I was like, what's NFC? And he was like, oh, let me show you. And then he like went into my phone, he turned it on in the settings, and then I just remember he held like his phone up to mine, and then they just exchanged contact information. I was like, whoa, awesome. That's the craziest thing. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I still have his phone number. Should we see if it's lasted to this day? I think it was on my old phone. I'm not sure if I copied them all across. No, it doesn't seem like it. Who knows? Maybe I deleted it. Probably not. I tend to not delete phone numbers like that or that sort of thing. But you know, NIFL communication technology, very cool. And amiibos are just a big example of that. Now, I mentioned before, I would like to collect amiibos. It's just they're like insanely expensive a lot of the time in the UK. And quite difficult to find a lot of the time, is what I found. But I know, like, amiibos already are quite difficult to find in the first place. But, you know, compounding on the fact that in the UK they're even rather, not even more difficult, but also quite difficult to find. Makes them pretty difficult. And the only one I've got is one which was bought, like, second-hand by one of my friends. He just randomly gave it to me because he saw it in, like, a store, like, in a second-hand, like, anime, video game, manga sort of esque store, like that sort of thing. All that, like, nerdy goodness. Second-hand stuff. And he was like, oh, you know, hey dear darling, she likes Animal Crossing, I'm going to buy that for her. So, you know, this little Digby's been sitting here on my desk. If you want to see me use it, I used it when we first got the Brewster Cafe, and I invited Digby over to the Brewster Cafe, and it was cool, it was nice. And I would like to get a like the only amiibos I'm going to be honest I care about are the Animal Crossing ones, to be perfectly honest, but it'd be really nice to actually have, like, you know, the entire collection of them, that sort of thing, and collect amiibo cards as well. I very much like to collect things, but I do like to collect things as long as they're not insanely expensive or insanely annoying to collect, I suppose. And these definitely fall into that sort of category. That was a very weird noise I made. Did you hear it? I was like, which is a shame, but, you know, I mean, maybe the amiibo prices are down. Because last time I checked, it was something crazy, like £20 or something. Amiibo, Animal Crossing already knows what I want. See, look, the card set here, Volume 5, which is only the most modern card set, by the way, £8.45. What? That's insane. Even Series 4, £5.46, because it's on sale. It's normally £8. What? Why is it so expensive? Why are they all so expensive? I have no idea. I know, I'm here to give you a gift, Pecan. Amazon have actually, it turns out, a lot of like these, like, the entire collection of Animal Crossing New Horizons, whatever we call it. Oh, I don't know if Able Sisters is still open, but we should have checked out Able Sisters. Whatchamacallit's like the collection of all the amiibo cards. Most of them probably also using just like the customized NFC things. I wouldn't particularly trust them, but necessarily unless they're in their package and, you know. The other one, opening them. Ooh, hot item. Let's see what a hot item is. It might be worth making. So we don't actually need our Nook Mile missions at Nook Mile points anymore until they start adding more customization things actually to the game, which I'm going to say is very, very, very unlikely. To be perfectly honest, to see any. I honestly don't think there are going to be any more updates for this game. I think the 2.0 update might have been the final update. Maybe like a couple years down the line, just like Mario Party Vol, Super Mario Party, they'll like throw in or whatever extra update just for fun. But, you know, I'm satiated with what I got. I think Happy Home Paradise really gave Animal Crossing a lot better sort of replayability on a day-to-day basis, which is just outside of just talking to your villagers. And the only thing I particularly want is, I would like Pelly and Phyllis, of course, to be back on the island, but I understand rather not. The only thing I really want is to be able to use Happy Home Paradise's customization options, like the customize thing, you know, when you press down in the rooms and you basically like become... you don't have to put things down like using your player character, you can just put things down using cursor. I just want that. It's the only thing I want, but on the island. It'd be so unbelievably useful. With Galavara, we will certainly help you out. So I'm going to search Amiibo figurine and see how expensive they are. That's not how you spell figurine in the slightest. I guess figure. Yeah, this Isabel one. £21. My word, kicks. £22. I will say this package here of Reese Cyrus and KK Slider, only £25, usually £30, so, you know, I guess it could be worse, but still. Excuse me, still, pretty expensive, huh? And literally none of the others are on for sale. Here we go. Amiibo Takumi. Despite it being a picture of Lottie. That's a Japanese name, I assume, for her. Takumi. Mabel, £15, the cheapest one thus far. I don't know how expensive they usually are, I'm going to be perfectly honest. But still, I'm just like, man, Amiibos are so expensive. Why are they so expensive? I guess they are from £15 to £25, it seems like, looking at the other ones. It's like, I don't want to spend £25 on that. I mean, I guess it's pretty cool, but still, that's like expensive. That's like a lot of money. That's not something you should take all that lightly. Sorry. I'll close out of Amazon now. We're going to help Gulliver, and then we'll go to Captain's Island, just in case somehow we get the Starshine Island, and we'll do the exercises, and we'll talk to Fauna one last time before she goes away. Well, I mean, we'll see her again. We'll see her probably on Mondays when I'm going to invite her again. And yeah, it will be a grand old time, I think, actually inviting her around. And finally getting the 10 villagers that I very much wanted. What on earth was that? Someone just fell on the ground. Hold on. What was it? I'm not sure what that was. I can't see anything that fell on the ground. That's very strange. You probably didn't hear it, but on my end, I just heard something just like sort of thump against the ground, and I got very confused. I can't see anything which fell on the ground. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was just sort of like me stomping my feet on the ground or something like that. But yeah, we are doing our best to help Gulliver. If we had to cut out one thing, do we have an exercise mission? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think Celeste is visiting us today. As the time switch runs to 10 PM. I don't think she's visiting because we have walked around the island, we have not seen her. So I think it's unlikely. So we will cut out the morning exercises, should we have to, if we can't fit everything in. But yeah. So yeah, there's your sort of standard amiibos. Near field communication technology. It's a wild and fascinating thing. Something I have not used particularly often, I'll be particularly honest. There's never really many opportunities to sort of just be like, oh, you know, let's use some NFC technology to sort of exchange to contact details. That's literally, I think, the only time I've used it outside of like things like amiibos, etc. Which I don't know. I suppose perhaps it depends on your sort of day-to-day existence. What sort of thing, how often you'll end up using it. But for me in particular, not much at all. I'm really sorry. I need to drink more water. I'm really thirsty apparently. Alright, just drank some more water, stay hydrated everyone, certainly one of the most important things to do. I don't really know what else to say, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, no, I mean, my knowledge of near-field communication technology, not really all there, I'm going to be perfectly honest. There's basically nothing I really know about the entire thing. It's sort of just like it exists as a technology and then I am aware of it. Excuse me. It's probably the biggest amount I can even describe for it properly. But having this sort of nicely night riding beach is quite nice, quite soothing. I'm going to take the time to, you know, bust out my phone. I got some phone games, do my dailies and that sort of thing, etc, etc. Use up my stamina on these sort of games because what else am I going to do? I mean, normally I'm not recording an episode at 9 PM. This is normally when I'm doing other stuff, I should say. Not to say that Animal Crossing is a bad thing to be doing now. I do like Animal Crossing, and it's nice to finally invite Fauna. It's a shame she can't stay here for very long, but because I decided to invite her at 9 PM, so I suppose maybe on Monday we'll invite her very early in the morning. That might not necessarily be true. Don't like holding me to that. We'll certainly see exactly what sort of thing comes about. I don't know what else to really use these sort of amiibos on. I suppose it depends if I wanted to use amiibos on something else. If there was another amiibo. Oh gosh. I thought I'd just open it up just to sort of like look at the stickers, because I didn't actually realise these were stickers. I thought they were just tokens, but yeah, these are actually stickers you can stick onto places, I believe. So you can stick them onto your own custom cards, but I, of course, am not doing that. I've just got them all in here. How many are in here? I assume 10. 1, 2, and I didn't actually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Did I miscount? That is 4. That is 5. Okay, that is 10 of them in total. You know what song I've had stuck in my head for like the past day or so? And it's the strangest thing because it's from a movie called Sing 2, and I have not seen Sing, nor have I seen Sing 2. But for some reason, the video of, I don't even know her name, but Wolf Girl singing, not the one of where she sings in the trailer, being like, "This that God is on fire." Not that song. She's singing. I don't even know what song it is. I've literally never heard it before. I think it was like, "It Should Have Been Me" or something, but not like in sync. It should have been, could have been me, should have been me. It's some made up song or something, and I clicked on it, listened to it, and I was like, wow, this is really catchy. Don't wanna be an untold story, where I go out in a blaze of glory. I can hear you, I don't fear you now. I don't remember the rest. I wanna feel love and pain, I wanna feel pride and shame. Something like that. And I'm like, wow, this is so catchy. It's very much a sort of like a teen anthem, isn't it? You know, you listen to those lyrics, and me personally, I just hear it and I'd be like, oh man, when I was a teenager, I'd be jamming out to this thing and being like, absolutely, this speaks to me on a personal level. It's exactly what I feel right now. Of course, I don't really feel exactly the same way now. You know, I'm changed from since when I was a teenager, but still, I find it very interesting. Let's say one last farewell, I think, to Fauna, and if we still have a little bit of time, we might do the exercise. I'm not really sure if we do, to be honest, but we'll say our farewell to Fauna, and we'll round off this episode here. I haven't really said much. Oh, you put the chopping board on display in your little room. What song are you listening to, the Fauna? Is this KK Lullaby? I'm not particularly sure. What if we just slept in your bed? I do like how he sort of just perched on top of the actual sleeping bag rather than actually lying inside of it. There's a lot to love about camping, but being out under the stars is right up the top for me, dearie. Honestly, a very, very nice thing, and the stars are out in full brightness today. I always realise after I get away like this that it's good to take some time alone just to think, dearie. Oh, I didn't mean that to sound like I don't like being social. I'm really grateful to have friends to talk to. Don't worry, Fauna, I perfectly understand. I'm planning to... we were already seeing this dialogue. Fauna, quick, say something different. I promise to always treasure my new cutting board, dearie. Well, I hope you do treasure it as a memoir to Fawnhallow, and hopefully something you'll use to convince yourself to move to Fawnhallow eventually. Because it would be absolute pleasure to have you here, I think, Fauna. But for now, I think we'll round off this episode here. So, of this very late night edition of Animal Crossing. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me, Dear Darling, Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye. Oh, I didn't even wave. Bye bye for now.